Before we move forward, I want to talk about the other side of the story, the side too many people experience when credit is not managed properly. We've discussed how credit can be a powerful financial tool when used wisely. But just like any tool, if used carelessly, it can do serious damage. When handled poorly, credit can quickly become a trap. And the truth is, many people fall into this trap not because they're reckless, but because they never learned how credit really works. Let's break down the major risks that come with misusing credit, and more importantly, how to avoid them. The 4 major risks of misusing credit can have long-lasting effects on your financial health and overall stability. The first risk is debt accumulation, which occurs when you borrow more than you can reasonably repay. This often leads to constant financial stress and limits your ability to save or invest for the future. The second risk is high interest payments, where carrying balances from month to month causes you to pay far more than the original amount, borrowed, sometimes thousands extra over time. The third risk is credit score damage, which results from missed or late payments, maxed out accounts, or defaulted loans. A lower credit score can make it harder to qualify for new credit, increase borrowing costs, and reduce access to financial opportunities. Finally, limited freedom is a major consequence of poor credit management. With bad credit, you may face challenges renting an apartment, getting approved for utilities, or even securing certain employment positions. In essence, misusing credit transforms it from a useful financial tool into a restrictive burden that slows your progress toward financial independence and wealth building. Each of these risks tells us something important. Credit is powerful, but unforgiving when mismanaged. When used the wrong way, it becomes a financial burden that slows you down, drains your resources, and creates unnecessary stress. In short, when credit is misused, it becomes a barrier to building wealth instead of a pathway to it. But here's the truth. These problems aren't permanent, and they're definitely preventable. Let's explore how to stay in control of your credit and protect your financial future. The best way to protect yourself from the risks of poor credit habits is to develop smart, consistent strategies. Let's go through a few key ones. 1. Borrow with purpose. Don't take on debt for convenience or instant gratification. Borrow only with a clear plan for repayment. Before using credit, ask yourself, do I really need this purchase? Can I afford to pay it off soon? Good borrowing is about intentionality, not impulse. Treat borrowing as a financial partnership, not a shortcut. 2. Always pay on time, no exceptions. Timely payments are the single most important factor in maintaining a good credit score. Set up automatic payments or reminders to ensure you never miss a due date. Even one late payment can drop your score and stay on your report for 7 years. Think of on-time payments as your way of telling lenders, you can trust me. 3. Keep your balances low. A key part of your score is credit utilization, how much of your available credit you're using. Try to stay under 30% of your total credit limit and aim for 10% to 20% when possible. This shows lenders that you manage credit responsibly and don't rely too much on borrowed money. Carrying high balances, even if you pay them off eventually, signals financial strain. 4. Avoid unnecessary credit applications. Each time you apply for new credit, it creates a hard inquiry on your report, which can temporarily lower your score. Instead of chasing multiple lines of credit, focus on managing what you already have effectively. If you're shopping for a loan or mortgage, try to keep applications within a short period, 30 days, so they count as a single inquiry. 5. Monitor your credit regularly. You can't manage what you don't measure. Check your credit reports at least once a year from all 3 major credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, using annualcreditreport.com or simply by clicking the link posted below this video. Monitoring helps you identify errors or fraudulent activity early. Track your progress over time. Stay informed about what lenders see. Your credit health deserves the same attention as your physical health. Check it regularly and address issues early. 6. Build a safety net. Life happens. Emergencies, job loss, unexpected expenses, and without a plan, they can push you deeper into debt. Create an emergency fund to cover at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses. This way, you're not forced to rely on credit for survival, and you'll be using it as a tool, not a lifeline. If you've already had credit struggles, remember this. Recovery is always possible. Credit isn't about perfection. It's about consistency. Here's how to rebuild after missteps. Review your credit report and dispute inaccurate information. Pay off past due accounts and bring everything current. Keep balances low moving forward. Consider a secured credit card to rebuild positive credit history. With discipline, every on-time payment is a step toward recovery. And in time, you can fully restore your financial standing. At the end of the day, credit is what you make of it. It can either work for you or against you. When you respect credit, pay on time, spend wisely, and plan ahead, it becomes a tool for growth. But when it's neglected, it becomes a weight that holds you back. The goal isn't to fear credit, it's to master it. Because when you understand how credit works and use it with intention, you're not just building good credit, you're building confidence, stability, and financial power. In the next chapter, we'll take everything we've learned, from how credit works to how to manage it, and look at how to strategically use credit to build lasting wealth.